Okay, as a special little bonus, I thought I would answer a couple of questions that I've had about what is our Christmas budget? How do we come about with the money for the Christmas budget? Is it something that we save? Do we have a fund for it? So on and so forth. How much is it, and what do we spend with it? How do we spend our Christmas? And also, what are we having for Christmas, menu-wise or food-wise? Where are we going, or who are we spending it with? Well, I'll answer the first one, or the last one. We spend Christmas together, my husband and I. We do not have family that's close by. I do have siblings that live quite a long ways away, as he has siblings that also live quite a ways away, and they tend to want to spend Christmas in the state that they live in with their family. So my husband and I, with no children in that, we're used to not getting a call. We didn't grow up in families where we were necessarily really close. We grew up in kind of, I would say, fractured families that have been through an awful lot, and everybody just kind of was happy to just grow up, survive, and get out on their own. And my husband and I have been married for 32 years. We've spent probably half that time at Christmases with family members, and I guess I just never liked the fighting, the infighting, the competition, the having to outdo one another, the amount of money that was spent, the focus primarily on gifts. So I kind of put my foot down here maybe 16 years ago and said that I wanted Christmas to be more about home and family life and spending time together, doing things in our community or for the community that we're living in, and less emphasis on gifts. Now, I'm not opposed to gifts or big family gatherings or anything like that. Just personally, for my own self, for my own mental health, I really feel more of the Christmas spirit personally myself if I'm doing something for somebody else, or if I'm cooking and making a meal that I know my husband will appreciate, and taking the time away from all the things that distract me throughout the year to spend really good quality time with my husband, doing some of the things that he likes to do, such as watch movies together, just sit together and visit together, or play board games. That's one of the biggest Christmas gifts that I can give him. And so we kind of checked out of the big family situation. We always offered to come down at any other time before the day that everyone was going to be opening up gifts or after. But really, his family was very intent on just making it one great big fight and competition. And my family lives too far away for me to go visit. And there has been issues in my family for almost 40 years now. So I am happy to have the husband that I do, and I consider him my family. He considers me his family, and we spend time together, and we don't think about the things that we don't have. So as far as special meals, we do have special meals on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I generally have the ingredients on hand for them, except for the meat. So there is the purchase of the meat, and sometimes there's the purchase of desserts. And we also like to go out and buy just a couple baked goods. I do cheesecake, I also do pies, and I do 3 kinds of cookies and fudge. And of course, I make my own cranberry sauce. I've got more of that I have to make. And I make meals for the 2 weeks that he's on vacation. He is like on a forced shutdown from work for 2 weeks. And so I do lots of cooking in that time, and we kind of get the end of the year stuff taken care of, and like I said, we enjoy spending those 2 weeks together plus Christmas together, and we start looking into our plans and our goals and stuff for 2026. So we do have those special meals, and I do have prices for that. We do have close friends. We have neighbors in the building that we've always purchased a little something for. I like doing things in the community, so there is a small community home that has, I think it's up to 8 adults in it, mostly female, and I went and purchased poinsettias and Christmas cactuses for them. I think I put that in a video not too long ago. I bought some really nice flowers for each of their rooms, and that was something that I did through our church. Our church reaches out to that community home, and our church does a lot of things in the community itself, so we like to make sure that we give an extra donation. We also take a couple of names off the Christmas tree at church and buy some gifts or give to a fund that provides gifts to children. And all of those things make me very happy. I feel like if there are people that are happy out in the world and are taken care of in the world, I can be happy. And I just don't feel like I can be at peace if I haven't done the best that I can with myself or any money that we have towards other people. And that's just how I've always been ever since I was a little kid, so I don't think it's going to change. And my husband has become more of that since, of course, we got married. So we had a budget of $500. That's what we came up to. We funded that through cash stuffing envelope at the beginning of the year. That's something that we do every year. We stuff a few envelopes with priorities like Christmas, birthdays, anniversaries, garden, feeding birds, stuff like that. So each friend we put aside $25 for. The neighbor, they're both ladies now, both $15. The children's gift donations were come to $100. I had money and donated plants to a community home, $35. Extra donation to church. St. Nick Day, that's just a day that my husband's parents are Dutch, and so they always celebrated in his home here in Wisconsin that he grew up in, Christmas on the 6th of December, and so I still do that with him and that because that's how he grew up here in Wisconsin. So $50 each for that. I bought him a sweater and a hat. He bought me a sweater, scarf, hat, and glove set that was really nice, and some lotion from Bath and Body Works. And then we have Christmas stockings. We put a little bit of candy in that, and I bought him an iTunes card, and he got me a Starbucks card. So he'll be able to order a couple of movies this year, and I'll be able to have a couple cups of coffee. Our Christmas meals are ribs, au gratin potatoes, baked beans, homemade rolls, Brussels sprouts, and I think that came to $14. It was mostly the ribs. Special baked goods, leftover rosettes, cakes, chocolate, special licorice she likes, and cookies. And then Christmas Day, we're having leftover turkey from Thanksgiving, garlic mashed potatoes, corn, carrots, leftover sprouts, rolls, and pie. So homemade pie, homemade rolls, and like I said, leftover turkey. The baked goods were bought at a bakery, and the only thing for the Christmas Eve is that I had to buy ribs and sauce. Everything else we already had. So that is how we came up with the budget. That cash stuffing with money that we got back at the beginning of this year from our tax refund was how we funded that envelope, and then throughout the year I purchased gifts for friends. Sometimes I got gifts that they just kind of come up with a little list, 3 or 4 things on it, and with 2 of my friends I was able to get the more expensive gift at the price of $25. So very happy about that. I do shop sales all year. Whatever it is that I may need, whether it's groceries or even toiletries or things for the house, I always wait until I see it on a good sale, and then I buy what I need for the year. And we've done that for years that way. So that is this video. I thank you for all the love and views and likes on my Budget 2026 video. Going forward, as I said in that video, and maybe the also the video afterwards, that I will still be doing budgets in 2026. I will do them every quarter. If you want any special kind of budgets like this, or how we budget a vacation, or how we budget anything, just leave me a comment in the comment section of this video, and I will try to put one together for you in 2026.